Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To the bill.
To the bill.
Today we gather to discuss legislation that will rob parents of their role in their child's life. It will limit the ability of parents to love and care for their children by giving them those rights to a representative of the state. We keep hearing that this bill prevents politicians from involving themselves in medical decisions. I disagree. I believe it does the opposite. Currently in Oregon, a child cannot take a field trip, get a tattoo, pierce their ears, or get contact lenses without a permission slip. These are just some of the examples in which a parent is required to provide consent for their children in the state of Oregon. However, this body will knowingly and forcefully strip away parental rights. House Bill 2002B expands the use of taxpayer dollars for irreversible sex-changing treatments and procedures, including sterilization for those as young as 15, without parental consent. This law would allow life-altering and, in some cases, irreversible procedures on children without their parents' knowledge or consent. Puberty blockers and gender reassignment surgery is irreversible and will permanently scar and disfigure a child, not to mention the long-term psychological impact gender reassignment can have on a child. Some experts say we don't have enough scientific data to understand the long-term impact puberty blockers and reassignment surgery can have on children. At least 4 progressive nations in Europe have already reversed course and are taking steps to limit the use of puberty blockers and the access minors have to reassignment surgery. The United Kingdom, Sweden, Finland, and France have all taken steps recently to pull back on transgender medical treatments for gender dysphoric children. Mr. Speaker, process matters. In less than an hour of debate in a recent Joint Ways and Means Committee meeting, where many questions were asked with no answers available, House Bill 2002B was pushed forward in the process. We are a body elected to consider complex issues and find ways to navigate them for the good of Oregonians. We now know, per ORS 171.134, these complex omnibus issues should be able to be understood at about an 8th grade level before we vote on them. Yet government attorneys could not answer some of the questions raised during the Joint Ways and Means Committee meeting. Next, House Bill 2002B will skip any Senate policy committees to further analyze and attempt to answer any questions and make House Bill 2002B comprehensible to the average Oregonian. Don't be fooled. This is not an abortion bill or an equity issue. This is a parental rights issue and a process issue. This is Oregon effectively telling you the government understands the needs of your child better than you do. This is an extreme attack on a sacred relationship between a parent and a child. Mr. Speaker, I do not believe my testimony to be a distraction in the conversation of House Bill 2002B, as previously stated, and I hope my colleagues in this room took time to listen and hear the words spoken today. I urge a no vote on House Bill 2002B.